Creating a GPT or an agent or a bot with the GPT builder, this is a new feature which was introduced by the OpenAI team, and it is very helpful, and I wanted to share with you a quick example, although it is very straightforward, of how you can build a GPT builder. I mean, how you can utilize a GPT builder in order to build an agent for yourself. So, as I said, it's pretty straightforward. They're asking you, what exactly do we want to achieve? So, I would like to make to create a coach that will teach me how to create Power Automate Desktop. So Power Automate Desktop is a very powerful robotic process automation tool that I've been already using for 5 or 6 years now. I know how to use it, but still I always want to advance my automation skills. So I want to create a specific GPT or an agent. From now on, I'm going to call it an agent that will assist me in any time or incidents that I'm stuck or I feel that I'm moving slow and I need assistance in automating stuff faster. So I'm sharing this with GPT Builder. This is the create section, and this is the configure section, which is going to be populated by the GPT Builder. One thing to note is many people ask me, why do you need a dedicated GPT when basically ChatGPT can answer all of your queries? So this is partly correct, but as soon as you give the GPT Builder specific attributes and specific guidelines, and you can also give him like specific knowledge bases, its abilities and skills are enhanced, and they are more specific and tailored to your specific needs, which is very important if you want to increase your efficiency and effectiveness of using these tools. So it says great choice. A code for Power Automate Desktop will be really helpful. Now let's give this GPT a name. Let's give it a name, Coach PAD, which is Power Automate Desktop. We can see already here in the configure, it already has started to build the code. So a description, a helpful code for mastering Power Automate Desktop, and the instructions which were populated by the builder. The GPT will serve as a coach for learning Power Automate Desktop. It will provide detailed instructions, tips, and best practices for using Power Automate Desktop effectively. The GPT will guide users through the basics to more advanced features, ensuring a comprehensive understanding of the tool. It will encourage questions and interact with in a supportive and informative manner, etc., etc., etc. Over here, we can see what conversation starters would trigger this coach. Because let's say we are discussing with ChatGPT, and in specific instances, we want the coach PAD, this agent, to step in and take over the conversation. So how do I start with Power Automate Desktop? This is a conversation starter. Another one is, can you explain variables in Power Automate Desktop, etc. Over here, and this is one of the powerful things that I mentioned before, you can add files. So let's say I would like this coach to know stuff from a specific book or a specific website. So I can upload a PDF, and then whenever it provides an answer, it will also take into consideration the data that is in the PDF as well. Another thing to keep in mind is the capabilities. So the GPT, we can decide if we want to allow it to do web browsing. We can decide whether or not we want it to do image generation, and we can decide whether or not we want to give it like code interpreter skills, which allows it to run code basically. And over here we can add functions. But let's go back to the creation, because it is going to keep on guiding me. So we decided of a profile picture, and it asked me if I like it. Yes, I like the image. Let's move on. I'm just notifying him that I'm an advanced user of Power Automate Desktop, so I don't want beginner's advice. So it answers Coach PAD will focus on providing more complex and nuanced insights. Now he's asking me, would you like Coach PAD to provide suggestions for challenging projects you might undertake, or should it focus more on answering specific advanced questions? Yes, focus on specific questions. I have my own projects. And now it's going to update the configure. Let's also add this. I always like the code. So it's, you see it's updating the GPT. Behavior updated. Now that Coach PD is set up to focus on specific advanced questions about Power Automate Desktop, it's ready for test run. You can try it out in the playground to the right. If you have any feedback or want further refinements, just let me know. So now what we can do, we can either publish it to public or share it in my own profile, or share it with a friend or colleague with a specific link. But let's first test. Can you teach me about what is the best way to conduct error handling in Power Automate Desktop? So it is answering me, error handling in Power Automate Desktop is a crucial aspect, blah blah blah. So first of all is creating try-catch finally blocks. Use these blocks to encapsulate actions that might fail. The try block contains the actions, catch handles exceptions, and finally execute code regardless of the outcome. Specific versus general exceptions. Catch specific exceptions where possible. This allows for more targeted error handling. Use general exceptions as fallbacks. And nested exceptions handling. For complex processes, nested try-catch blocks can be effective. This is great advice. The next is error logging, which I am already using, but this is something that I learned from in-person course that I had. And error notification, so triggering immediate alerts, and also sharing the error severity level. What do we do as recovery strategies if we encounter an error, what we are going to do. And we should also take into account proactive error prevention, so thinking about what can go wrong, testing and simulations, documentation and standardization, performance considerations, continuous improvements, advanced techniques. So this is very comprehensive, and this is amazing, and this is stuff that I couldn't achieve with like the generic ChatGPT, and this is why I love this ability or feature so much. Let me think of another example. Can you help me outline a flow for conducting automated outreach? Let's see if it allows me to conduct automated outreach in Facebook. First of all, it tells me about the compliance, ethical, privacy concerns, and the outreach strategy. And then it shares with me how the flow should go about, like what is the outline. So login authentication, target audience identification, data collection, composing the messages, sending the messages, error handling and logging, compliance and rate limiting, feedback and response handling, optimization and monitoring, shutdown and cleanup. Then it offers like advanced considerations, which is amazing. Final notes. Okay, this is very nice because I already built a Facebook DM automation, which allows me basically to send DMs to prospects automatically using Power Automate Desktop. And I wanted to see what does this bot offer. It does offer a few things that I didn't think of, which is great, and I'm probably going to mess around with it and see how it can enhance my already working flow that allows me, as I said, to do these DMs at scale. But I think this is very powerful because it's very specific to my use case and to my level of understanding of Power Automate Desktop. And again, the main difference is the fact that I would have never gotten this type of advice using the generic ChatGPT. Now I can just save this and come back here, and I have all of my coaches waiting to help me. So I have a prospecting coach, I have the automation coach, I have the creative writing coach, etc. I think that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like this video and leave a comment below. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed yet and you found this video helpful or interesting, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel, to my channel, so I will be motivated to keep on sharing knowledge and my learnings with you, the viewers. Until next time, I'm wishing you a great rest of your day, and take care, and see you soon.